Cause I don't know that, and if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we like we go back, way back. When it that we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Victory Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. DJ Locke getting there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It's going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. This one up to about the 27-yard line. And on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stops just shy of the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73. Delta.
Trying on 4th down. Here's Hurts. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
1st and 10 from the 32. First run of the game is for J.K. Dobbins. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Bombers.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. That's caught for the first. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Go.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Great.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Great. Set.
Now Hurts. That's incomplete on 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass, Brown has it knocked out. Recovered by the Broncos.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
We've set it down from 37. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram working downfield here. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos pull out in front further, 13-zip. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Eagles nothing. Will
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Give a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down throwing for Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Hurts. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And into the end zone he goes. A pick six for Denver. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Eagles nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Jackson now to return it. Shoves one away. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
No touch that. 180, 180. Go Silver, ready?
Here he goes, third and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
They'll go, Hurts. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Captain.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Play action, Hurts has it. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown!
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. This is Ingram working the left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Going for it. It's Nix. On the move, headed right. He's taking a shot down the side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they are all the way into that red zone.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Now the inside handoff to Dobbins. That's outside. He was a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense.
And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury. I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Great. Set.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he takes it down to the 33. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by the corner pick 20th out of the University of Texas, John Day Barron.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Elliott connects there. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. On the return, here's Mims. 5 finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. This makes it up to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. We send the tight end in motion left. They take the hands off. Now Nix. Look at that power, deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Nix again on second and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready. 180.
Now bring the tight end in motion. Now Nix on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll throw again. Nix escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's an option right that begins this drive. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Coming up to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Great. Set.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's complete to Trotman. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Nix from the gun. Gets it downfield. All targets are Sutton. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Captain. Hold on, set. Ready. Bombers.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is reeled in downfield. It's Bryant. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
28 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Backed up the last 2 plays. Got to go in the right direction here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hold on, set. Ready. Stand here. Go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football, and they're going to look for points here, but it might be a little too late for them in this lopsided game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, Hurts. Rolling out to his left. He's on the run. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession as he makes it.
Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I can't